Go live for our meteorology segment. We're located at twitch.tv/smAsho. And we're looking at the NASA GOES lightning mapper. Some significant lightning here, just moving into New England as we make the video. Let's look at a real-time lightning map instead of the NASA GOES lightning mapper. Lots of lightning in Mexico as well. So here's the real-time lightning map, courtesy lightningmaps.org. And just give that a minute to connect there, folks. We are streaming live, and it is a real-time lightning map. Come on now. There we go. All right. And we do see some terrestrial lightning here around the Great Lakes, Illinois, as well as in South Dakota. Hey, Burke. Leave us a comment if you're viewing from Burke, South Dakota. Somehow I doubt it. Did the algorithm prevent you from seeing our videos? Gee, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what to do about that. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. Let's take a look at pressure. So here's pressure, and we can see this tropical storm remnant is eventually going to move into some hot water. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's zoom out and advance pressure here. Here's the pressure forecast from the European model. This is where we expect pressure to be at 12 noon tomorrow, according to the Euro model. And that low is expected to be around Connecticut, it looks like. There is going to be some hot water. We'll get to it in a minute. In fact, we'll get to it right now. So there is some hot water over the Chesapeake Bay here, anomalously hot water there. That's like 5 degrees above normal. That's sea surface temperature anomaly that you're looking at there. And again, that's like 5 degrees, 4 or 5 degrees above normal. That can add a little bit of strengthening to that. It's why the cell is expected to remain largely intact. Let's get to the normal stuff that we look at here. Air and wind. So here are the surface winds. And you can see there still is a counterclockwise rotation happening there over the Carolinas. Anyway, let's zoom out to show global weather patterns. So here are the surface winds for the western portion of the planet. Here are the 250 hectopascal winds, the jet stream. And the jet stream's getting a little bit more coherent over the U.S. We still do see a powerful anticyclone here over the southwest. You see that clockwise rotation under my pointer, as well as some chaotic wind patterns happening here in the central Atlantic, and some extreme meridional jet stream flow in both hemispheres. Here are the jet streams of the eastern world. A little bit more coherent in the southern hemisphere, continuing to blow backwards over the western Pacific and Indian Ocean. As you can see, the jet stream here blowing east to west. Not the normal state of affairs. Here's the weather.gov map. Again, that's weather.gov, and a bunch of flood warnings. Flash flood watches actually in my location. If you're wondering where we're located, we're about here in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. One of the largest cycling communities in the world. Were you aware? So here's the precipitation forecast, total accumulated precipitation here. It's the GFS forecast. Let me just shrink that down. That's through Monday, July 12th. So you can see some heavy rain still forecasted here for the Carolinas, Virginia, as well as the Texas Gulf Coast. Forecasting like 8 inches of rain. So a little downgrade from what we showed yesterday. That's a bit of good news there. Some heavy rain also forecasted around the Missouri-Iowa border and around the middle of the country. Here's the current U.S. Doppler radar map. Heavy rains covering almost the entire state of South Carolina right now, as well as the Texas Gulf Coast, and some strong storms here just moving into South Dakota and across New England. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. It's the NASA GOES Interactive Weather Satellite 3.9 nanometer radiation map. Here's the water vapor map. Again, there's the cloud layer. There's the water vapor. And we'll go back to the Doppler once more for a recap. Doppler, measuring vertical motion in the air column. The 3.9 nanometer radiation, calculating where clouds are located when it's too dark to see them with the visible satellite. And the water vapor map, which shows all the water vapor, even water vapor not condensed onto clouds. And it'll give you great insight when the Doppler is not showing you enough information. And that's today's meteorology segment. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Least busted. Name in news.